my message today that I have for us is a call to be different. The Lord is calling us to be different. Over the last few days, I've been reflecting about life and our Christian walk. And I realized that we experience things, we go through life, and there is sometimes a demand on us to do things like the world does. But Jesus, in his last prayer in John chapter 17, he is praying to his Father God, and he says these words. I read from verse 14. I have given them your word, and the world has hated them, for they are not of the world any more than I am of the world. My prayer is not that you take them out of the world, but that you protect them from the evil one. They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. Verse 17 says, sanctify them by the truth. Your word is truth. As you sent me into the world, I have sent them into the world. Father, I pray you use me. With simplicity, may your word be revealed to us today. So Jesus makes a prayer that these disciples whom I am leaving here are called to be different. The world may hate them by the standards they're supposed to live by. But Christ says, yet they are in this world, or rather he implies on this principle, yet they are in this world. They are called to live differently because they are not of the world. And today I just come to emphasize a few points to us, that God is calling us to appreciate that we are not of the world, that our standards are different from those of the world. Last week I was reflecting on this similar theme when I was reflecting about my leadership and what the decisions I ought to make. And a friend of mine shared a message at night. He sent me a verse to reflect on, and it really ministered to my spirit. It's the prophecy of Christ from the book of Isaiah chapter 11, and I'm going to read it to us. Today I will just share many verses. From verse 1 to 4, it says, and there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, a branch shall grow out of his roots. Verse 2 begins my emphasis, and the Spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him, the Spirit of wisdom and understanding, the Spirit of counsel and might, the Spirit of knowledge and of the fear of the Lord. Now verse 3 is the highest emphasis, and he shall make him of quick understanding in the fear of the Lord. Part B, and he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes, neither reprove after the hearing of his ears, but with righteousness he shall judge the poor. This verse speaks about Christ, and I will say Christ speaks about us in John chapter 17, that the attitude we ought to carry, that yet we may be experiencing things that we need to make judgment of. Isaiah says that he will not judge from what he sees, neither shall he reprove from what he hears, but with righteousness he shall judge the poor. And I want to suggest to us that there are many leadership models that exist in this world, but most of them are established from what people see and what people hear. Basically, established from the aspect of carnality, what we can experience by our senses. But God is saying we shall not lead, or we shall not judge after the sight of our eyes or from what we hear, because we come from a different space. We are not of this world. Romans chapter 12 verse 2 challenges us and says, do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. Child of God, the environment we live in, there is pressure for us to conform. to how the world does its things. I don't know if you've ever been told, remember you are in this world. You must appreciate that you also experience hunger like everyone. You get hurt like everyone. You are human, you experience this pain. You have been frustrated just like everyone. But then our response must be different. I come to remind us today, we are not of the world. Though we experience everything that happens in this world, we are called to be different.